So I'm just filling up some mags here for the SPC-9. I just wanted to get this on video. So the MWS Easy Loader, which we sell for MWS magazines, will actually work with these SPC-9 mags, these VFC ones. So if you don't have, there's a jam one up there. If you don't already have a speed loader with the pistol attachment on, these will work just fine. So I've got some mags with some .3s, I've got some mags with some .4s. I'm also going to need a mag for chrono in. Right, let's change this up. Take the suppressor off so it doesn't give us a weird sound. We're going to put the scope cam on the top. So this is 0.3 gram BBs and propane. I'm just going to hold another camera here so you can see the chrono results. So we're at 0.8 joules. I've already been on this range with this gun. I was here last week with Phil from Clearwater Airsoft, and we ended up just having so much fun with the rifles that we were shooting that we didn't actually record anything. But it was really windy, so it would have been a bad day for filming. But we're going to get straight to this thing now. This is a 0.3 gram BB. That this might be set up for 0.4, so we'll just have to adapt the hop if needed. But first, I'm just going to go out. I'll try and secure myself as best as possible to keep the scope cam nice and steady, but we're going to go out to 45 first. Oh, yeah, I need to massively adjust my aim there. Probably a little bit too much hop on that, so we were playing around with 0.4s, so I could have maybe just dialed it up a little bit too much. So we'll try and get it back under control here. You can see it's got plenty of hop on it. We're just struggling in the accuracy avenue, but we're going to try and head it out to 55. So we're struggling a little bit there, so let's just put a tiniest amount of hop back on. Talking tiny. But you'll see this is out the box performance. The thing runs really well. To be honest, I'd even say it was running better last week with the high crosswinds, but I'm going to keep going for the 55. I need to adjust my aim a little bit. I'm just looking over the top of the gun as to where the rounds are dropping. That was the 55 post. So I can definitely hit targets at 55 because I'm hitting the 55 sign. What I think we've got at the moment is a head-on wind coming straight towards us, which I think why it's throwing the flight path off. There we go. The trigger might sound a little bit funky to you if you're listening closely, because I'm holding the trigger down after I've pressed it. And then what you'll hear is as soon as I come off the brake, I'm pressing the trigger again. It's a technique that I've seen online. I'm just trying it out today. But we can definitely hit 55. I mean, I'll try 65. I don't think we're going to get it with a 3. Oof, it did look close. So what we're going to do actually, so those are some 0.3s. We're going to try a 0.4. I'm going to see if it helps us in terms of the accuracy, which I'm sure it will. Sorry if I've kicked the camera there. And we'll see how we get on. So we're going to go for the 45 first. So you can see we're getting a lot more consistent hits there because the flight path is just so much more predictable. If we go a little bit further, we're probably going to need a bit more hop. So this gun indoors is great on a 2.5. I think if you're coming outdoors, 3s are fine. But if you really want to push the boundaries with it and get the consistent, accurate shots, you're going to have to go to a 4. But he flies here today. Getting consistent hits on the 55 on a 4, it really isn't too much of a drama for it. We could probably do with a little bit more hop on it. Again, this is out the box performance. And we're going to try and hit the 65. If we can hit the 65 with it, it's phenomenal. Probably need a bit more hop. You're probably seeing more than I am on the run cam if it's picking it up well. Sod off, flies. I'm just using my eyeball, so I'm really struggling to see past 55 of where the BBs are landing. I am going to say we need a bit more hop on it. It seems like it's dropping off. Let's see if we can get it. I think that hit the post above 65. So yeah, if you want to be competitive with this and accurate, you're gonna be using 4s. I'm not going to try 4.8s. I think it'll be a bit too much at the velocity that it's at. 65 metres with a .4. I've been fine here today, and then all of a sudden this fly's just really annoying me. But 65 metres with a .4 out of a barrel this size. You know, shooting as slow as we are, if you see a person at that distance in a game, you're going to be doing that. Sod off, fly. So hitting a target that's smaller than a person at 65 metres with a 0.4 gram BB out the box, nothing's been changed, is phenomenal with this gun. Now, before we go, this are probably going to overhop threes now. We're just going to plink around and have some fun on the range. And come on, 45 metres with a .3, shooting full auto is no small feat. You know, a lot of expensive gas blowbacks can't do this. This gun is so good. It just needs, I think, a better barrel to help with accuracy and a better hot rubber. So I think I might go to like a 4UAD hot rubber with, people have been recommending these unicorn barrels, so maybe I'll try one of them. You know, almost every round's hitting that 45 metre target. So that is the SCP-9. I have been delightfully impressed with this thing. It's one of the best SMGs I've come across so far. I say one of the best. I'm not calling it the best, I'm calling it one of the best. It's phenomenal for what you spend out the box. Now, these are more aggressively priced in the UK. For me, I think go and get it abroad. You can get it for a couple of £100. The magazine infrastructure is good. If they can produce the MP9 and get it to perform like this, I would even go as far to say a statement that it would be my go-to SMG, because it's going to be a slightly smaller package, a little bit more ergonomic. But the gun's fantastic. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this footage is usable. And back to the studio. Well, what can I really say? This thing is a tidy little package. The magazines work really well. You've got this tiny inner barrel that's only like this big, but it's able to perform on .3s, .4s, chuck them out to distances that you probably wouldn't even engage at with this thing. And it just goes to show that, you know, Maruyama and VFC can produce high quality, well-performing gas blowback replicas. It just isn't really replicated across the board. What I do find with Maruyama and VFC is their SMGs always seem to work really well, but their assault rifles do struggle. And I mean, I hope I portrayed it well in that video there. This thing is an absolute nail driver. It's perfect for CQB. Like I say, 45 rounds in a mag, more ammo than you need. The magazines so far have worked absolutely great. I actually managed to fill these with the MWS Easy Loader, which worked really well. And yeah, it fills me with really good hopes that the MP9 that they're working on is going to perform just as well, which I think I can't really say too much because it's going to, you know, spoil the rest of the videos that I did on the day at 6mm. But yeah, it was really gold standard that this thing managed to pull off. So the semi-auto is good, the full auto is good. The only thing that the only checkbox that this replica doesn't tick is the recoil category. There isn't none. It's not that it makes it bad. It's just when you compare it to other things, there's just not a lot of reciprocating mass there. But you know, you can't have everything. I suppose there's got to be balance with these things. Magazines, they run good. They've got good capacity. The gas capacity seems to run well as well. They accept gas and expel it as you'd expect. 45 rounds, absolutely superb. I'm not a massive fan of the Allen keys that you have to shove into these things, but honestly on this one it wasn't bad at all. To be honest, it ran really, really well. You've got your tri-lug up the front, which you can shove, you know, your tri-lug suppressors on. However, if I can do this now, you can just spin these off. Now I might have tightened this on, but if you just spin this off, you've got a 14mm counterclockwise thread. I kind of wish that they put, you know, M-lock on the bottom as well, but it's not the end of the world. I had this 40 grip, which I've had for a very long time, and it just goes on there and suits it really well. It keeps my hand in a really nice position. You've got two stages of charging handle. You've got the B&T style at the front, or you've got, you know, I do have to watch because this cheap riser gets in the way. You've got your AR style charging handle as well. This cheap riser I'll talk a bit more about when I've got the rest of the parts done, because basically I found this personal cults that had done this. So they've done the cheap riser, and you can do stock parts as well to make it a bit bigger. They also do like a limiter on the stock, I think, which I think it limits it to coming out that far. This is kind of odd. It does slide, which I'm going to get these professionally 3D printed in like SLS or MJF and see if they fit a little bit better. It does block the charging handle, but to be honest, I never really use that charging handle. I'll use the one up the front. It's just much easier to get to. And yeah, I've got nothing but good things to say about the SPC-9. Again, I don't want to spoil the rest of the episodes when we look at other guns, so I'll leave it there. But hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as I have shooting this thing. Hopefully Netsy, because at the point of me filming this, I haven't seen the full edit, so Netsy smashed all the videos out within 24 hours, which is absolutely phenomenal. So got multiple camera angles for you. We've got stuff looking down the range. We've got stuff on the bore to try and help follow the BB track. Stuck camera on me, you know. I'm just trying to do the best possible thing I can to try and tick all the boxes. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. If you do, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Let me know what you think. You can find links in the description where you'll find the Jaeger Precision Discord community, and also a link to 6mm Airsoft's website, which is the site that we use to film all these videos. So thank you very much for tuning in as always. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you like this new format and this new series. And from me and Bench, we'll be seeing you in the next one.